is probably the only person to have said no to the Queen of England. Celebrity hairstylist Trevor Sorbie has been styling hair for over 40 years. Now he's giving back by teaching stylists how to cut wigs.
I was asked to be the Queen's hairdresser, but I refused. Now I'm running a business with 147 staff, and I just couldn't let that go, you know, it's my business. So I said, sorry, can't do it.
So Trevor is an icon in the hairstyling industry. He has been in the industry for over 40 years, and Hairology is very supportive of this cause. It is in our DNA to give back to the community.
So L'Oreal has brought in Trevor Sorbie and his charity, My New Hair, and they are spending the day training Canadian salon owners on the special techniques needed to cut wigs, mainly for women facing cancer.
One day, my sister-in-law said, Trev, I've got cancer. I went, oh no. And she said, can you get me a wig? I still want to look attractive to your brother. And I said, yeah. So I got this wig, and it looked like a wig. So I said, Jackie, let me try and make it look more natural. So I cut into it and did my job. And I said, right, Jackie, go and have a look in the mirror and see what you think. She went in the mirror and she just burst out crying, tears of joy. And that's when the penny dropped. And I more or less stopped doing clients' hair because emotionally I got so much more out of it than trimming somebody's bob every 6 weeks. And it meant a big difference to the person that I was looking after.
I know when I was first fitted for my wig, when you walk out, you don't feel like you're playing dress up. You just feel like you're yourself and you're you.
And now I've trained over 1,000 hairdressers to do this. So I blanketed the whole of the UK. Now I'm going international with it. To me, success is the journey from A to Z. Has been a wonderful journey for me, and I can take that up to my mum and dad and say, guess what I did?
That's pretty amazing. You know, as soon as I said we were going to be talking to Trevor Sorbie, you all perked up. Trevor Sorbie. So if you're outside of the world of hair, you may not know him. If you're inside it, he has absolutely had an influence on your career. So Jeffrey, when I say Trevor Sorbie, what do you think of? How has he influenced what you're doing?
Wow, what a guy. You know, when I was a 19-year-old, I just got into the business. It was a family business, so I'd learned some from my elder siblings. But the first major hair show I ever went to was Trevor Sorbie.
Okay.
And he was here in Toronto at the Royal York, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he changed my world completely. He had this air about him that, you know what, no matter who you are and how good you think you are or crappy you think you are, because I thought I was pretty crappy at the time,
right.
You can learn how to do this.
Okay.
And so I followed his career for, well, it's been a lot of years now. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't surprise me that he's doing something so amazing as helping out these people who need wigs and helping stylists. Actually, one of my brothers is a wig maker.
Oh, really?
So I do have a fair few clients who bring their wigs to me.
Yes.
Because he's taught me a little bit about cutting them and whatnot. But
very interesting.
It's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
So he did it for personal reasons, but it's also, I think, a very smart transition to go from doing people's real hair to doing wigs. People do need people who know how to cut wigs. It's a very specific and special thing.
Absolutely.
This guy said no to the Queen of England. Oh my goodness, that means he's a big deal, right?
Hello.
So very cool. He's had a big influence on so many different hairstylists.